What's up? This your boy Ken Ace Nova Slate, Nova Chronicles. First thing I want to say is welcome to Mars. Let me see what they got going on. I'm locked in with this. So I'm sideways. Let's see what they got going on. There we go. There we go. Silence you. Who all in the building? What's up? What's up, man? What's good? It's good. Hey, I'm Bram. Give a little second for people to get in the room. And hold on one second. I gotta get my notebook. What's up, Blueberry? Got a good podcast for y'all tonight. Cancer Girl in the building. What's up? What's up? So y'all know that little Scorpio coming out soon. Should be a dope installment of the Lilith series. If y'all ain't been watching the Lilith series, check them things out because it has a lot to do with what we talking about tonight a little bit. Somewhat, some kind of way. And Lilith can definitely help you figure out about yourself and help you evolve. Action, justice kind of doing great. Okay, enjoying the movie. Okay, cool. I'm feeling okay. I'm drinking this Mars drink I made. I'll probably do a video on how to make it. After you finish this drink, you'll be happy. I don't know about happy. You'll be in your zone though. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can add you on because he won't let me do the Steam Yard now. But we'll figure it out. Well, I got the sunglasses on today because I'm feeling this vibe, man. Like I'm in this Mars feeling right now. It's Scorpio season. I'm feeling this Mars vibe right now. I'm feeling this Mars vibe right now. Yeah, it's gonna be a lit podcast. It's gonna be a lit podcast. Thank you. Send me the link. Okay, let me see if I can send you the link. So I am on Steam Yard. See how I can send you the link. I don't want to get out. Let me see. I gotta figure out how to do this. I can't do it with this one right here though. I don't know how I can send it to you without messing something up. Okay. It says invite guests. So send. Trying to see how I can send this. I'm trying some new technology, y'all. So the first question I got for the night for everybody, to get everybody involved and get everybody like getting their popcorn ready for this crazy astrology Mars talking about sex, lust, and desires. The total opposite to Venus. And I'm gonna put some information out there that I wasn't reluctant to really put out there because it can get me in trouble. My Gemini Mars goes against me giving people this information, but it's one of the things you take it with a grain of salt. You take it as nothing but sand under your feet. Wherever it is what it is. So yeah, trying to see how to send this. The first question for the night, before we start, the Mars, and Mars is talking about sex, it's talking about lust, it's talking about desires, it's talking about that astrology connection, and some people may say just how to lay down the pipe. Just saying, some people may say that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm saying it, but I'm just saying that's what some people might say. But it's gonna be a very dope, deep conversation, and it's gonna utilize what y'all feel too. Hey, Sunset Chaser. Are you feeling in a dark mood today? I'm definitely am, man. I'm in my Mars right now, and I'm feeling like this subject need to be this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put it down like that. But I'm trying to send this off to Nana, cause Nana want to come in the building. I'm trying to see how to send it. Invite guests. Send this link to you again. Okay. The first question I got for y'all ladies and stuff. Out of all these four places, what's your least and greatest desire to be hit on? We're getting into Mars now. So the first is when you out shopping with your sibling. So if you out shopping with your daughter, your son, or somebody, some type of kid, you know what I'm saying? That's the first option. The second option, would you rather or rather not be hit on while you are in the gym? The gym is the second option. The third option is church. Fourth option is work. Out of all four of these, what's the least and greatest situation you want to be hit on? Once again, the first is shopping with your siblings. I mean, your baby, your kid, or any type of family members. The second one is the gym. The third one is church. And the fourth one is while you're at work. For me, my first thing I had to say is I don't like talking to women when they have their babies around them, the kids around them. It made me kind of feel kind of weird. The gym, I really don't like that either. I be sweaty and stuff, but I'll take that over everything else because at least I get to see what you're working with. Church is a hell no. Like, I just don't see why you talking to anybody in church. I know some people do it, but me, I really feel weird. And at work, I tell you, work can be here and there. I will flirt at work, but it does compromise me thinking maybe I could lose my job over this, or you could lose your job, or people be nosy. So Blueberry said her least favorite is number one, which is shopping with your siblings. So when you out with your siblings, you say no, you're not going. It's a bad chance to talk to you. Okay, Cancer Girl said don't hit on me at work. Okay, I can respect that. Work kind of feels inappropriate with any of my children. I agree with that too. As a man, we talking about Mars. I just don't feel comfortable talking to a woman when they got their kids around or a baby around. Akeem said he hollering whatever. It ain't about what we want, bro. It's about what they want. They say no. No to the kids. No to the work. I think church is the creepiest. So Nicole say, don't hit on me when I'm with my child. I chose work because I can get to know them, see how they behave. I think work will be all right. Dang, no, you don't mind, Matt. So you in church and you like this, and somebody say, hey, girl, what's up? How you going to do? Yeah, I've been trying to send it. I might have to wait till I get on yours to do it. Because I got to get the show rolling. We almost at the 10-minute mark. So I tried to send it, but it won't work. It says, invite guests to the studio, send link to your guests. You may share wherever. Invite instructions. It won't let me do it. I should have did a trial run first. Yeah, it won't let me do it this run. I'm trying to bring Nana on the scope. Everybody in the building. I'm getting overwhelmed. Let's get some lights in here, y'all. We're gonna start this podcast off pretty soon. Just letting it, trying to find if I can get her invited in. Invite guests. It won't let me do it for some reason. So that's a bomb mission. Okay, just share it to your community tab. We have to figure that out. Me and Nana are going to be doing a lot of videos in the future and stuff. So that's something to look at. And I was trying to get her on this subject, but she in the building, so represent for us, please. And then we'll figure that out down the line. So we're gonna start this subject off. So I kind of emailed a couple of girls on IG about this subject, about the Mars, about sexual compatibility, and the things that when you spiritually connected to what you urge and you want and what the other person want, it kind of kill that shade mode of guessing or just trying to be a physical essence of what you think you like. So a lot of people who are not in astrology, they say, "Oh, it's the size that matters. Size doesn't matter. It's about love. It's about emotions. Some can be right, some can be wrong, but for the most part, you're kind of just flipping the coin on it." And me being deep in my Gemini Mars, I always wanted to know exactly, does astrology have anything to do with sex? And I research. I know I have to go to a dark place to research everybody I ever mess around with or wanted to mess around with, and why. Let's get them lights up, y'all. 15 in the building, let's get them lights up. And why. And I come to the conclusion that I feel like I feel like the best sex ever for a woman is for a man to hit that Mars. Hit the woman Mars. So right now, ladies, I'm asking you right now to check your Mars sign out. If we can be compatible to your Mars, I feel like that's a sexual compatibility. I'm gonna give examples and stuff like that down the line, not too vivid or nothing like that, but just how y'all feel about that. I've always said about passion and love come from Venus, but sex and lust come from the Mars. I think to really satisfy a woman, you have to engage a Mars. Gemini Mars here, Gemini Sun. I hear you now. Seven said, I like that. Hit that Mars. You gotta hit that Mars. And I know it sounds weird, but I'm gonna break it down. Someone had my Mars, and I'm scared. I hear you. I want to hit the Mars. Yeah, you got to, cause okay. So me and I talked about this, and the first narrative they're going to put a twist to it is that Mars is the planet of lust and love and everything like that. Not love, but lust, sex, action, defense, anger, all that type of energy and stuff. So married to a Scorpio Mars, Taurus Venus. Okay, cool. I'm glad she said that. So I do believe that Mars is the spot where you gotta hit that Mars right to make it on another level. Now I do believe, okay, so I have a Gemini Mars. So I do believe that can't nobody probably please my Mars better than probably a Gemini Venus. I'm just being honest. I think Gemini Venus just know how to hit that spot because we both are on each other placements. And I just want to know y'all opinion. Like, have y'all had somebody y'all feel like y'all Mars is compatible with a Venus? Because that where the passion coming from, or they Mars? And how y'all feel about that? Libra Venus for this Gemini Mars. Okay. So, by saying this, I also got in a little debate with Nana, because this is what I'm finna flip the screen at. I'm finna flip the table off of this and kind of hope y'all stay with me on this because it's finna get a little weird. I think for men it's different though. Even though the planet is Mars for our lust, we lust in our Mars and stuff. I actually believe that the best way for a man to be pleased to a higher degree level is through our Venus. How y'all feel about that? Or do y'all think it's just Mars on Mars? because I have an Aries Venus. Everybody know that. And though I lust with my Mars, which is Gemini, I have never had greater sex than with my Venus, with that passionate fire element. What up, Sid in the building? What's up? What's up? So what I'm getting by this, I'm not flipping the script really. I'm just kind of connecting the dots. So woman, I do believe love. What up, huh? What up? What's your Zodiac, where you from, the editor? So the reason I say this is because women loving their Mars, men loving their Venus, right? So that passion involved in with sex too, I think makes it a higher degree. Now don't get me wrong. Lust does play a factor in the men, but we walk in our lust every day. So it's not a new thing to us. You know what I'm saying? Just like I feel like you can have sex and feel your lust and not hit that high degree. I do feel like men don't tell you, but when they find somebody who really touched their passion level in the bedroom, I think it means a lot more than what women think. 9 times out of 10 think it means. Like when you're passionate and have sex, it's like a new area for us. You know, women are from Venus, men are from Mars. So it's like when you activate that level, it's better than just activating the lust factor. I'm just saying. How y'all feel about that? Experiments are good exploration. So I have an Aries Venus. I say that because I have a Gemini Mars. So Mars is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini always intrigue my mind. Sexually is cool. But when it comes to a higher level of being pleased, I always find signs that are compatible with my Venus, which is Aries. And I'm not saying all the fire signs, you already know that, but Scorpio, for some weird reason, Aquarius too. I don't know why. But I just want to know y'all opinion on that. Like, how do y'all feel about that passion involved with men too, not just women? King said, my Mars and Leo, can you handle that? Oh, you talking about, oh girl, okay, cool. The sag has touched my soul. What's your Mars? Blueberry? What's your Mars? Any questions about what I already said already? Before I get a little bit deeper. Because I'm going to get deeper. I'm just trying to touch the surface first. We heard how much you love Aquarius Venus a couple weeks ago, Ace. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's my Mars talking in my Gemini or my Aries Venus, but sex is amazing. Your Mars and Taurus. Okay, cool. I know passion and purpose, it requires key to mind to get loyal. And Aquarius rising, Leo moon, Capricorn Venus, because we can read through others. Okay. My Venus and Mars are both Virgo. They think they are compatible with Taurus Venus and Scorpio Mars. So women, do y'all ever, probably not now if y'all married, but in the past, have y'all ever had like sexual situations where y'all kind of just pleasing the man and ain't really pleasing to y'all? Where y'all kind of not going through the motion, but it's like, it's just kind of like a scripted situation where you're just trying to build upon something physical with it. Have any of y'all had situations like that where you just, it's not bad sex, but it's not amazing, and you like the person enough to try to, you know what I'm saying? Just try to, you say yes. Just try to make something out of nothing. And he may be happy, he may love it to death, but in the back of your mind, you feel like you're just missing something. Like it's something missing in the bedroom. Yes, I've been there. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna break this down from astrology and from human nature. That's somebody who appeasing your Venus, not your Mars. The Venus in women can only go but so far because y'all acting y'all Venus and we acting our Mars. So women with Aries Venus, I have an Aries Venus. I always say that Venus on Venus, women have the upper hand. Mars on Mars, men have the upper hand. So the reason that is because when you act in your Venus, you just are doing a normal routine of how you are anyway. So Aries Venus women act like Aries. So my Aries Venus, that's like, oh my goodness, she's everything. Let me engage in this. Everything's triggering in my body to say this is real. This is going to happen. And in her back of her mind, she could be into me or not into me, but this is how she walk every day. So when you put that in the bedroom, it's more or less like, this is how I walk every day. So what's the craziness about it? Well, my sensory and my body spiritually is going crazy because I'm an Aries Venus. I'm connected with Aries Venus. If it's nothing on that Mars to activate her Mars to get her going crazy, now we got a one-sided affair in the bedroom. It ain't gonna be garbage or bad because we both fire energy in the Venus, but it's not gonna be at next level. Which brings me to my thing. You have to hit that Mars, brothers. You gotta hit that Mars. You gotta hit that Mars. And when I say it, everybody not compatible with that Mars. So I can't give you a book on how to do it. I can't tell you how I do it and this and that. All I can tell you is if you're not compatible with it, then you're gonna have to find a rabbit out the hat. But if you're compatible with it, then you know what it is. And I think a lot of people look at sun signs so much. If you sexually want to be with that woman, you need to be looking at her Mars. Just saying. I'm finna spit some knowledge right quick. Stay with me. Hit that Mars, brother. Yeah. I fully understand, 7. Bad sex is so cringe. After this podcast, I really want a lot of y'all to look back if y'all single. And maybe look at the man you with and just seeing the compatibility between the Mars and the Venus. That's on level ground. When the Mars and Venus match, it's level then. With the man Mars and the woman Venus, you know what I'm saying? It's on the better level ground. So Mars and Gemini King, what is yours? Y'all trying to trade information. I'm not trying to hook people up. Y'all can trade a little information here, okay? How would they hit the Mars if they're not into astrology? They would throw a rock into the barrel and hope it get in there. And if they're talent, if you play with talent, good luck will happen, what Jay-Z say. So if you are what you are and you don't know you are what you are, you don't hit that Mars. You ain't gonna know why, when, or where. You may see a girl who's attractive. Sex is not as good as the other girl, and you're wondering why. You think it's just her body, her attitude, her living space, everything else going on around with her. But you really ain't really tapped into the fact that you just left something that you're compatible with for something less than you're compatible with, and you're not capable of getting what you need from her Mars or her Venus, whatever comes first. So it's not like you can just figure it out without astrology. Everything is about knowing or not knowing. Ace, wishes to you ahead. About to finish movie and sleep. Okay, go to the office in the morning. All right, cool. Thank you for joining. What can a woman find a man that values astrology? I don't know. I scare a lot of women off with knowing astrology. It got to a point now I got to kind of be quiet about it and just ask for their birthday just to play around jokes and stuff and figure it out. But I just feel like a lot of people slipping for real. When you think it's no limitation physically, none at all. It's no limitation physically, none at all. You know what's so crazy? I'm glad you said that, 7. Virgo Mars. And I just want to say this. A lot of ground placements are more on the physical element. I'm just being honest. I'm not throwing shade at 7. But a lot of ground placement, when you're dealing with Capricorn Mars, Virgo Mars women, it's going to be, can you perform with the tools you got? When you deal with air, it's going to be more of a mental thing. Like, you should be able to turn them on and make them about orgasm, whatever you want to call it, without even touching them. Like, you should be able to do that. Like, when you leave, they should have a dream about you or fantasize about you or masturbation or something when you leave. If they don't do that, then you really ain't stimulate a air Mars. I'm just being honest. I'm a Gemini Mars. If I don't fiend for you when you leave or dream about you during the day and don't need to be around you because I'm thinking about you in my head, then you really ain't on that air type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's different. And I'm just trying to share with you. I'm not trying to like write the book. And I ain't got the book on there. It's some Mars I cannot please. But with air signs, I'm telling you, they should be able to smash you about 5 million times without touching you. That's when size doesn't matter so much. That's when the physical shape don't matter so much. When they can do that. And it's like, and when you tell ground sign that, they don't get that. They're like, oh my goodness, I don't understand. I don't get it. Virgo Mars sometimes get it because they with Mercury, but they still ain't on it. No offense. They still on that level of air knowing they don't need your body to get off. They just need the mental understanding of it. Like it's different. We're gonna break this down. We got time. So they say, so true. Hey, thank you. No, you being honest, I don't think you're throwing shade. Well, thank you. But I would say air signs do love the mental foreplay before getting down. I share a story live tomorrow, Ace. Okay, cool. Keep me posted. Ace, you're blind. Man, these my locusts. Y'all see my eyes now. Blind now. Anyway, love your outfit. Well, thank you. I was trying to do the Mars representation. Yes, Libras and Gemini placements. We need that before thought, like dirty talk. Definitely. And for this, I'm gonna read off 5 placements that turn me on. Placements. And I'm gonna read the other 5 later on. I'm gonna probably do a video on it. So the top sign that appeases my sexual intensity, passion, because I feel like you got to hit a man's Venus. You have to hit a man's Venus. You got to hit a woman's Mars. It's as simple as that. If you hit my Mars, no offense, I'm not knocking nobody who can hit my Mars. It's more me, and it's not going to be substantially stronger than the Venus for me. But when you flip it, the Mars and the woman we need to hit. So women, hit that man Venus. I'm giving you your tools. Hit his Venus. Don't worry about his Mars. Hit his Venus. Men, hit that woman Mars. So my top 5 lust factors when it comes to astrology. I ain't gonna put these in order, but Leo Mars is a thirst trap. I have an Aries Venus. Leo Mars in the bedroom is gonna be just on lit. It's gonna be effortlessly because it's a puzzle that fits. It's nothing to think about. It's just energy thrown and united and just blossom to a whole surrounding of like a battlefield. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be amazing. So Leo Mars, never have no question. So I'm gonna be honest. When I see a girl, she got Leo Mars in her placement. I'm not worried about pleasing her in the bedroom. It's just not gonna be no issue whatsoever. Another one is Aquarius, Venus. Now, I don't know how my Aries get excited about it. I know my Gemini Mars is overly excited about Aquarius, Venus. And I don't know, man. I don't know if Aquarius, Venus activates my passion, but I know it puts my lust on like 1,000 plus. So I don't know. That's an outlier or outstretch situation. You must appreciate that. So next is probably Sagittarius Venus. Longest relationship I ever been in. If people think men get tired of having sex with the same woman, I can tell you right now, Sagittarius Venus I never got tired of, period. Probably top 3 best sex ever, Sagittarius Venus. I'm just saying, Sagittarius Venus, it appeases my Mars and my Venus, so it's like double timing, and it's hard to compete with that. I'm not gonna lie. You 16. Okay, be careful out there, girl. Aquarius fall in love is real. Mm. So any question y'all want to ask me this far as we got? Any questions about anything before I move on? Now I know I need to do a video to clarify a little bit more, but we're gonna do a live first. Anybody got any questions about the Mars and the woman and the Venus before I move on? See, Ace, you're knowledgeable about astrology when you went into this situations with the knowledge. Yeah, it just I don't believe everything just happens. I believe that you sexually compatible with somebody because the elements. And it's some signs to deal with what you have and find something good out of it. Like Capricorn's good with that, Virgo's good with that. Taurus can find the comfort in it. Ground signs are good with dealing with less, least, and possibly making it something more. But that don't mean they ain't got somebody down the street. Now I say they're gonna cheat on you that wouldn't rock their world who's more compatible with them. Um, and that's what we talking about. Like, if you single and you meet somebody to know for a fact what it is off top without even touching them. And it's weird because people don't want to know astrology, but they want to know your credit score and they want to know all the other stuff. But like, when you deep into astrology, you can read that chart differently. And men from now on, read that Mars. Can you handle that Mars or not? Don't say I can handle any woman. It don't work that way. I'm telling you, it do not work that way. It's sometimes going to be natural for you, and sometimes you're going to have to work at it. I'm going to tell y'all some signs that don't like me in the bedroom in a minute. I'm going to tell y'all some stuff. I didn't know about the other placement back then, only sun signs, so I can only go by that. The sun sign ain't going to sex you. I'm being honest. I like sun signs too, though. Lion King, okay. How do you go about attacking the Mars, and how does the sun manner? Astrological profile is like a psychological profile. Definitely. I agree with that. Okay, so I'm glad Cancer Girl asked that. So Cancer Girl asked, how do you go about attacking the Mars, and does the sun matter? The sun, like I said before, the sun does activate your lust. And people ask me, like, how does it do that? So if you lust somebody's essence, it is some type of quintessential to you being attracted to them. The essence of my Taurusness attracts whatever likes Taurus. I don't act like a Taurus. I act like more Gemini or Aries, mainly Gemini. But when people see me from a distance, they see Taurus, they like that. It does help. And I'm going to tell you how it helped down the line a little bit more. So, what sign don't like you, Ace? We're going to get to all of it. We're going to get to the juicy parts. I'm just warming up. We got time. And it ain't about liking me. I'm going to tell y'all straight up what's compatible with me in the bedroom or not. I might mention some of y'all Mars. So the sun sign does matter in a field of the beginning of a slight push or urge, a little, but nothing much. It's like that little energy drink you get that lasts for like 2 minutes, and then you got to take another energy drink, and then you overload it. So the sun does matter in that essence. Okay, by attacking the Mars, we finna break this thing down. Anybody have a Aries Mars woman? I don't want to hear no men say they got it, because I don't date men. Any woman got Aries Mars? Any woman got Leo Mars? Sagittarius Mars? Anybody got Cancer Mars? I'm behind on comments. Yes, I'm telling much about a person. My dad, Sagittarius, Leo, mom, 21 years, except for marriage. Some say it's so true. So I wish I knew about all this when I was dating. Yeah, definitely. I wish I did too. And you get to a point where you know what you know. A lot of people around you probably won't believe you. They think you're crazy. I think got to a point now. I don't care. If you don't believe what I'm saying, it's fine. I need to know what I need to know. I know if I can please you in the bedroom or not. Based off your Mars, women. All right, so let's break it down. Y'all tell me one Mars. Don't say Virgo Mars. Outside of Virgo Mars, Y'all list the Mars, and I'll tell you if I'm compatible with them in the bedroom or not. Let's play that game. Outside of Virgo Mars, I kind of told you about Virgo Mars, I think. What do y'all think? I mean, label one, y'all get involved. What Mars, any Mars y'all want to list, and I'll tell you if I'm sexually compatible with them. I'll tell you even how I will approach the situation. Or could I approach it, or could I not? What woman Mars you want me to break down? That's what we're going to do. What Mars? My Virgo moon don't want to do Virgo Mars. Scorpio Mars woman. I'm glad you asked that. From 1 to 100, I do Cancer Mars next. So Scorpio Mars, I ain't gonna lie. If I say girl Scorpio Mars, sex is gonna be amazing. For a simple fact, I have Aries Venus. It's gonna activate my Aries Venus. There's no way I can please her or she can please me without activating my Aries Venus. The thing Scorpio Mars likes in the bedroom is somebody who's willing to sacrifice it all. Give them everything you got. Not from a physical, I'm finna rush you and bomb rush you and kill and destroy it up, because it don't work that way. What and in the building? What's your zodiac and where you from? So today we talking about sex. I'm gonna be honest. So Scorpio Mars women, and I've had, I won't say a lot, but a couple runs in with Scorpio Mars. They know when you giving your all. When I say your all, it's not nothing physical. It's all about energy, emotions, whatever I'm talking about, sacrifice. It's you unwillingly giving them everything you have in your soul, what's inside of you. And Aries Venus, I'm sorry, is a sucker for that. I'm sorry, my Venus is a sucker for giving everything I have. It's a scary moment because Scorpio Mars can possibly have me get them pregnant. They're one of the signs that can make me get them pregnant. I don't want to get them pregnant. But in the moment, in the era or moment of Mars, this is her planet too. She's right there with me. I don't hold anything back. It's just the stuff she's saying, the centralness of the lure. She learned from the Aryan god of Mars, and she know what drives him. And Aries are constantly proving to Scorpio, I'll be that him. I'll be him for you. So in that situation, I know for a fact Scorpio Mars will get my soul taken out of me in the bedroom. That's all they need. They ain't worried about size. They ain't worried about positions. They don't want you to coordinate nothing. They just want you to give everything in your soul to them. And I know I end up probably going unprotected, probably just giving everything I have without thinking. Because Scorpios have that upper hand on Aries, especially in the bedroom when it comes to Aries, Venus. Men are weakness in sex, and their weakness in their Mars. So with that, I would never have a problem pleasing any Scorpio Mars whatsoever. The difficulties come in the Venus with Scorpio because that's the place where they ain't supposed to be at. But in the Mars, they're home, we're home. It's nothing to think about. Just let go of everything you have. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to throw some shade at y'all. Capricorn Mars, Virgo Mars. Taurus Mars get a pass because that's your opposite, so you understand. But Cap Mars and Virgo Mars can mess up with this because Virgo Mars may want it to be perfect. Not the women, the men Mars. Virgo Mars think they know it's perfect for the Scorpio. If they try to dictate and analyze it, Capricorn do it too. That's a problem in the bedroom. When Scorpio don't want you analyzing nothing, they just want you to just give all you got. Give your soul. Show love and passion and undesirable energy. They can feel it when you're lying too. I mean, come on now. They know it. So, yes, Capricorn may struggle with that. Virgo may struggle with that because it's got to be my body. I'm this many inches. I'm this. I can hold you to this position. And Scorpio's not feeling none of that. It's so essential. Maybe because I have a Taurus sun, I understand a little bit. Water signs get it. Water signs get it. They really do understand that. So, yeah, just saying that. Let's see what we got to say. Okay, we got Cancer Mars next. Sunshine said, I love when that happens. Yes, they can be Akeem, even the sunshine ones. We are LL, but we don't want everyone. So not everyone gets the freak. Oh, you talking about the Gemini Mars. We're going to get into that. Get them pregnant, LL, chill. I mean, it's just not, we're not trying to. It's just, when Aries get around Scorpio energy, so my passion lies in my Venus. And I told you before, Cancer and Aries are the strongest placements of the astrology. They don't stay put. They tend to influence other positions. And me being ruled by my Mercury, which is Aries 2, and I have Aries Lilith, Scorpio is Aries' wife, pretty much. I told y'all that. I'll break that down in the Scorpio Lilith video. It tell more about why I say that. But Aries is powerful, the first, but Scorpio learned a lot. And Scorpio knows Aries better than probably anybody else. And the way she can maneuver him to give all he got, and he's willing to do it too. Yeah, a baby might come out, or something might happen. You know what I mean? It gets crazy. I'm trying not to get too detailed, but it gets crazy in the bedroom with Scorpio energy. I know it's a vulnerability for Aries. They're not the gods in this one. Scorpio Mars taking your soul, getting your seed. Good to know. Scorpio soul snatchers. I like Capricorn energy. If you stimulate my mind, you get my full freak on. I got you. Aries always do that. Do what they want. I agree with the sunset and making me feel safe. I can trust you and do whatever I like. I need to find Aries Venus. Sexually, I don't know if it's going to be relationship wise. We talking about Mars. Now, we're not talking about Venus. I mean Venus planet. We're talking about Mars planet. So next, moving on to Cancer Mars. All right. This is another sign I can please in the bedroom. It's a bunch of placements I have that really can mess with the Cancer Mars. Number one, when Cancer see Taurus, they see Taurus, they love Taurus. I'm not trying to talk junk like I'm all that. I'm not all that, but just off my experience, I get hit on by more Cancers than any other sign. They love Taurus energy. Taurus is exalted in the moon. Cancer is ruled by the moon. When Cancer see Taurus, it's just a natural. But I have Aries Venus. We talking about hitting the man's Venus, hitting the girl's Mars, right? So this would get kind of funny, freaky, kind of weird. But let me tell you about this. And one of my friends got Cancer Mars. She can kind of vouch for this a little bit. When I'm in the bedroom with a Cancer Mars, I hate this, but I love it too. It's like a hate love type of relationship in the bedroom. Oh man, how can I say this? They see Taurus. They embody my body first, and not my body is all that nothing, but I'm a Taurian body. This is where the sun comes in play, Cancer girl. And they see Taurus. So that's turn on number one. That's the first uniter to get them amped up. Secondly, the power of Aries, they're not scared of it. They just wanted to come straight forward because they feel like they can nourish and take care of that. So it's the baby and the mama and the freaky type of thing. So if you ever watch flicks, I know what it is. It's going to be weird, but I'm just talking for my Aries Venus. It's that little freaky flick that has the stepmom, stepson, and the stepmom very attractive, very sexual, very bad. That fantasies men have about stepmom, gorgeous. It's kind of what the Aries and Cancer thing come in and play at. So it's like bad mama. And it's for some reason, I know it's what the word I'm looking for. I know it's dang, I can't think of the word. Kinky. But for some reason, Cancer like it and Aries like it too. Because it's like baby boy is so powerful, so strong, so aggressive. And Cancer like them emotions. And Cancer know how to get them emotions out of them that they try to hide and be tough guy with. So in the bedroom, It's all about letting Cancer Mars feel around my body, embracing the power of my Aries side while acknowledging my Taurus presence. Gemini ain't got nothing with it. My Mars is not activated in this situation. Not saying that Cancer don't like Gemini, but my best attributes is going to be my Venus, because she's going to comfort her baby, and my Taurus essence, that bull. And that's where it's just naturally just there. And I know afterwards, Cancer, Mars gonna want to cuddle with you. Gonna want to kiss you on your forehead. But in the bedroom, she gonna take care of you too, though. She gonna take care of the god of war. Like probably nobody else can. Just saying. I'm not trying to get too deep and crazy into it, but Cancer got that mechanism to deal with Aries like nobody else can. And she sees Taurus as that knight in shining armor type of man. And those two things are overwhelm her so much that the performance is nothing. She's stuck in her mojo. And when you know that and you feel that in your heart, when I'm around the Cancer Mars in the bedroom, I walk with my head up. And I don't walk like I'm cocky, but I walk like princess, queen, respect. But I'm a man. I'm a man, and they love that element. This is not playalistic stuff. This is just spiritual connections. When the spirit touches the other spirits in the bedroom, physicality can never compete with it. I'm just giving y'all jewels right now. I'm just saying what it is. Let me go back. I think Gemini Mars was next. And we'll do that next. I need to find, yes. Yeah, Scorpio energy get down, does LOL, so does Pluto energy, definitely. Ask what you feel about Scorpio man, woman, and Sagittarius man. It depends on the placements. Really depends on the natal chart. Experience quite alpha signs such as such signs, and they can rap lies when I'm observant. My sun is Cancer. I won't fear things, and I always do what I want. I hear you now. Sun sign is Gemini. Oh wow, stepmom, stepson, kink. Yeah, definitely. It's that. It's weird, but they get it. They understand it. It's not for everybody to understand what the Mars has, because the Mars is a seductive planet. It's a forbidden planet. It's a lustful planet that other people may look at you like you are just freaking. And the weird thing about it, I want to say, if y'all check out my Aries Lilith video, you know how it's weird? The Aries say they want to dominate. They want to dominate the bedroom. They want to make you their prisoner, and they want to do all this stuff. But if you look at Cancer Lilith, it said they want to be dominated. They want to be submissive. They want to be everything that the Aries want them to be. And I thought that's weird. Aries Lilith and Cancer Lilith want connecting fantasies, dark fantasies together. A Cancer Lilith girl said this: I want to be humiliated. I want to be dominant. I want to be choked and put in the dirt. Not saying you, Cancer Mars, but Cancer Lilith. And Aries said, I want to do this to you. Weird connection on Liliths. I have never seen two Liliths that connect sexual like that. It's just weird. What up, Dream On? Let's see, Ribby Easy Recipes. What's the zodiac? Where you from? Welcome to the channel. I'm very Gemini, but twin is Cancer. I am very much both. Okay, dope. We finna get into Gemini Mars. And the X, you know what I did notice when Scorpio Sun and Mars, men will like to hurt you a little when they are mad at you. Yes, I agree with that. They will show in the bedroom for sure. Yes. It's a control mechanism. Bites all over the neck, status on my back, and soul music connect. Some talk a lot. All Aquarius always save energy, but Leo Moon is straight up. We either straight or no. We either go or no. Yeah, I agree with that. So we on the Gemini Mars. Anybody want to put any request in after Gemini Mars? Because it's the last Mars I saw. Just saying that. Then get into Gemini Mars. Gemini Mars in the bedroom. I should be a walk-in and just be me. I should just be me. I don't remember any Gemini Mars I've had sex with. I remember Gemini Venus. And oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. Okay, so the weird stuff I come up with, the kinky stuff I come up with my Gemini Mars, Gemini Venus loves it. I'm gonna say one thing I know. I hope I don't get demonetized by saying this. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. Oh man, what's this thing? What is this thing called? And you gotta watch Flicks to know this. I'm sorry. If you don't watch Flicks, you ain't gonna know what it is. And I'm not gonna describe it to you. But any of y'all ever heard of the glory hole? I'm gonna leave a little time for people to respond to it. Anybody ever heard of the glory hole videos? I don't want you to describe it if you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, you don't know what it is. I'm not going to describe it because we're trying to keep this PG-13. But anybody know the glory holes? I have a course. Dream on say yes. Anybody else know what the glory holes is? Anybody know what the glory holes is? Videos. I'm waiting for 2 more responses. Now, I'm not going to tell you. Not gonna tell you. What is that? You gotta look it up, Akeem. I can't tell you exactly what it is. No, I'm just guessing what it will be. Look at. Yeah, you're gonna have to look at it. Don't get in trouble looking at it. What is your favorite food? Nicole O'Neill, what's your zodiac and where you from? I think it's something very bad, LOL. Oh, man. Google here, I come. Yeah. Google the glory hole videos. Y'all asked for it. Y'all asked for the Mars video. And it's here. Raw and rugged. My husband and I share everything, no secrets. I got you. Ask him to look up glory hole. It's one of my favorite type of videos to watch. Sorry to tell you. So I'm not going to tell you what the glory hole is. Dream on know what it is. There's no other woman I felt comfortable. I'm surprised nobody knows what it is. I know. What's your Mars, Dream on? I'm trying to figure out. What's your Mars, Dream on? Anyway, that's Gemini Mars, man. Can't say women, but Gemini Venus women probably like it too. If they knew what it was. Son said, I can't believe you don't know what it is. To know is the fulfilling destiny of a Gemini. Not to do it. I'm not telling you to do it, but just to know about it. You got to. You got to know about it. See, my Aries Venus, what women need to hit for great sex, passionate sex, it's straightforward. But my Gemini Mars, to get on that level, you gotta know about glory holes. It's different. Gemini is just a different level when it comes to sex, when it comes to lust. It don't have to be fulfilled in a relationship for me to be with you. Aries, Venus has to be fulfilled. So you ain't got to come up with all this kinky stuff, but I'm just saying. So you looked it up. So Gemini Venus woman, I'm not going to say her name. The more I described it to her, because she didn't know what it was either at first, the more interested she was in it. The more she wanted to make her own one. Like, let's make one. Let's make one out of nothing. And let's set it for this position right here, and this and this and this. And we're going to put this on and this and this and this. And That's Gemini Mars and the Gemini Venus hitting cylinders that even if I don't make that device, thinking about it. I'm thinking about it, things happen. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but you already know we adults. Just saying. I have not been able to find a Venus that connects some dots like that with me mentally. And yeah, we had sex. Sex was amazing, but that was gonna happen anyway because illusion and every mentally stimulation, all that stuff already gonna adapt already. And yeah, I don't know what Mars is, but I guarantee I'll probably hear her in the Mars. I hit her in the Mars. Damn it. Mars and Scorpio. Okay. Wow, you better not put a hole in my wall. Okay. But I'm just saying though, and I do believe that Aquarius would probably figure out something better than the glory hole. Just saying. They always ahead of us and thinking sometimes. So they probably come up with something even more adventurous than the glory hole. Probably come up with something with the golden hole or something different, something amazingly different. But as of right now, I'm not judging no other zodiacs. Gemini Venus, the only one can reach me on that level of not only knowing what the finding out what the glory hole is, but being so interested in what I'm interested in and connecting them dots. And yeah, I made that mug. I made it. All I'm gonna say is, can you dig it? Can you dig it? So what's the next Mars we checking out, y'all? I want to say she got Gemini Mars, but I can't say that unless she got Gemini Venus, and everything was sensory, on point, on deck, effortlessly in the bedroom, because she could activate that. We like guiding others, cooking, independent, nursing, business, along, getting famous, work wide, but we're dating, priority high. Have you done Mars and Virgo yet? I said I'm gonna do Mars and Virgo. But have Mars, Gemini Mars done the orgies, threesomes, and foursomes days. I'm not knocking it and saying no. I'm not gonna say no to that. 7, no. Gemini Mars very well. So yeah, it's very erotic. It can be very limitless, and it can be it can be very strenuous on a relationship, especially with Scorpio Mars not willing to share and all that extra stuff. Yes, Gemini Mars can cause some havoc now. The reason that the Gemini Mars can do that because a lot of air signs can distance themselves outside Libra. Libra, not one of them. But Gemini Mars can distance themselves from reality and feelings. So I can have sexual desires that don't mess with my emotional attachment. Two sides, two twins. So yeah, I'm detached to kinky and clingy. So so yeah, it's just it's not the same thing. Pleasures and passion can be just totally different. I'm curious about how you analyze Virgo Mars women. I'm gonna do it. K asked and I asked, yeah. I think this is one of the Mars I'm not sexually compatible with. It may be my Virgo Mars. I mean my Virgo moon in it. It's too much. It's too much thinking and trying to perfect things out. I don't think the best sex in me would ever be scripted. Aries is clumsy. When they're passionate, they just go for what they want. And Gemini is sporadically evolving. None of them things are the core of what Virgo stands for: purity and perfection, scripted. I'm not trying to say it's boring, but if I were to run on a woman with got Virgo Mars, I would be worried about pleasing her. I'm being honest. Like, I'm not this sex god or whatever. Virgo Mars, Capricorn Mars give me the heebie-jeebies, especially in the bedroom. And I wasn't gonna say this, but Capricorn Mars made me feel like I'm not good in the bedroom before. I'm being honest. Our Capricorn Mars have made me in the past. I wasn't gonna say it, but y'all pull it out of me. Made me feel like I wasn't good in the bedroom. Just being honest. And I'm not changing my strokes. I'm not changing my movements. So everybody likes how you hit that. No, I'm telling you, it's a spiritual connection. Because once I found out that happened, I researched her. And this happened years before I knew astrology. I researched and said, why did that not happen? And I saw Cappy Mars. And it's like, it wasn't good for me, and it wasn't good for her. And I felt some type of way. Like, dang, I need to work on my skills. And it wasn't even about that. There's a spiritual connection that people don't want to admit or understand. If you're Gemini Mars, wild nature, but you can't be a freak for life, or can you? LOL. You can. The fun thing about having Gemini Mars is I can live out a lot of fantasies in my head. I can be wild as I want in my head, and nobody would never know unless I want them to know. I didn't have to tell y'all about the glory hole. I knew what it was in my head. I only tell what I want to know or want y'all to know. I don't have to demonstrate it physically. So at what point do you really know what I am doing in my head? I can fulfill fantasies in my head that will never be to the surface of humanity. So it's like, that's what you got to know when you're dealing with air, especially Gemini. I can fulfill erotic situations in my head. I just need a thought in the process. We get deep into astrology tonight. I got 30 more minutes. I'm trying to give y'all the secrets. Wow, made you feel insecure a lot, because I wasn't connected. Now I accept things for what they are. Do you think you can change up a little? You would have please her though? Yeah, because I told y'all in the beginning, like, I don't go back on what I say. Ground signs via Virgo and Cap. The one thing I give them credit for, with little they can do a lot. I said that before. So if they could figure out a way that they can like it more, they can do that. I say Capricorns take on projects, Virgos take on investments. Everybody laughed at me, but it's the truth. Even in sex, if sex ain't great, they can find a way to maneuver the missing links. If they like you, they can zone in on something that you do good and just kind of make it what it is. But naturally, me just going in and just being great in bed is not going to happen 9 times out of 10. I'm not trying to say we can't just do it over and over and over until we find the chemistry or something, but I'm just being honest. With Cap Mars and Virgo Mars, it's almost like trying out for a soccer team and I'm a good basketball player. It's just like, I'm not sorry athlete, it's soccer. I'm using my legs more than my jump shot don't matter here. It's a different position. But they definitely can show you the way if you listen. But it's a humbling experience, because you got to think, how many men want to sit there and have a woman tell them, don't do that. Put it here. This is the way I like it. Like, damn, that hits you in your pride a little bit. And we're talking about the Aries Venus too. Like, my Aries Venus, like, what the hell? Like, you gonna like what I got? Like, it's problematic. It's problematic. When I see a girl with the Mars, Cap, and Virgo, that's not the only ones. But those two main ones stick out to me. And y'all see my Versus series, when I keep saying Mars give me the hippie jeepies and Cap. I'm not just saying that to be picky. It's some ish behind that. It's some story behind that. Hey, can you say weenies? Huh. Hey, you have ever tried Lilith? Have you ever tried Lilith in Aquarius? I don't know. Lilith is new to me, to be honest. I won't even start to dive into what Aquarius Lilith means until I get to it. But yeah, I haven't recognized women Liliths. And I don't try to attack women Liliths in the bedroom. I think that's kind of messed up. Just my opinion. You dealing with their yin and their yang. If it naturally activates it, it's different. But when you start to reach after it, that's kind of messed up in my book. I'm just saying. And I'll explain a little bit more if you want me to. But I think if you attack people with Liliths, that's kind of like really trying to be the man. I mean, for real. Have you fulfilled all your fantasies? Hell no. Not physically. Mentally, maybe. Virgo will try to teach you. Yes. You're going to like what I got. Hello, that's fun. That's funny. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you're dealing with two different elements of people. Aries just want to just give you all I got. And it's supposed to be good and great and amazing. I'm the god of war. I'm the god of Mars, which is sex and lust. And you got a problem with how I'm laying it down? Like, that's going to be a problem. And then Virgo going to nitpick and say, you can do this better, this better. It just takes a lot of common nature to say, okay, I'm going to allow you to teach me. But Aries don't like being taught by Virgo. I'm just being honest. If you're going to teach Aries, you better be Scorpio, Leo, maybe Saggy. But not Virgo. I should think you believe in yourself and stay honest. I haven't had sex in quite a while. This conversation has me hot and bothered. I got you, girl. I'm really trying to let's see. But what if you giving it in a way they don't like though? LOL. You have to communicate our likes and dislikes. But I don't like that. Aries, Venus don't like that. And this is where the issue comes with Virgo. We don't like explaining ourselves in the bedroom. Just like how I say I'm compatible with Scorpio Mars, it's because they're not going to talk me up. Scorpio Mars ain't going to come to you and say, oh, you're going to love this. It's going to be the best you ever had. They ain't going to say much of nothing. They're going to show with their emotions and their actions and stuff. And Aries just want to go. They don't want to think about things. I'm not speaking for all Aries energy. I'm just speaking for Aries Venus and mostly me. I know most Arian people don't like being criticized by how they perform in the bedroom. It's very demasculating to a Aries Venus. They take it to heart because they're supposed to be a god of this lustful planet, which is Mars, and you telling them that they stuff ain't right. Whew. It's going to take a lot of love. It's going to take a lot of love to get over that. I'm just saying. It's by choice, though. I'm trying to keep it that way. But I'm glad y'all asked these questions, Sunset, because and Seven, because I'm breaking it down from the Mars. It's not just a sex podcast. This is really telling y'all about compatibilities and things you need to know. With Virgo Mars, I have trouble. Cap Mars, I have trouble. Pisces Mars, I have trouble. Pisces Mars would be another troublesome one for me. Sunshine, yes, we can be Virgo energy. Everyone hasn't experienced it though. Even threesome, foursome, freaky sunshine. The only reason I'm saying Pisces Mars because the time I had sex with, I lost my virginity to a Pisces Venus. It was not good. This ain't wasn't good. I was in a relationship with a Pisces Venus, Aquarius woman. Sex was not good. I'm not saying all Pisces Venus are that way, but two Venuses in the Pisces. I'm thinking the Pisces Mars may be the same way too. It's all about imagery with Pisces. So maybe I wouldn't. Would they imagine me to be? I don't know. But I wasn't feeling it at all. And I want to ask Pisces, do they feel it? Or they are compatible with Aries sexually? I want to know that, what y'all feel about that. I didn't like it. And it was similar. It was eerily similar. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. Poor Pisces, I think they have it tough in a lot of placement. Maybe it's their Mercury too. Nah, no, it's that Venus. Cause both of them had Venus. Both of them had different Mercuries. I think one had Aries Mercury, one had Aries Mercury. So no, the only thing they had in common was they had Pisces Venus. I don't know. It may be me. Uh, I had sex with a Scorpio, Libra Venus, Pisces Moon, and it was not good. And I'm gonna tell you, it's my fault. It's her fault too. I'm gonna tell y'all something. We finna add to this. So I keep telling y'all, Virgo moons or Virgos are the babysitter of Pisces. And do y'all know? This is why I say love is not everything. I know y'all want to say love is the greatest gift. No, lust need to be in there. For some reason, my moon and her moon were compatible with Pisces and Virgo, and I say that Virgos are very uh, protective of Pisces. That when we started to have sex, I was more worried about her inner feelings about everything. Uh, I didn't feel like Arian like. I didn't feel Arian like. I didn't feel Gemini like. I just felt like, did she eat today? Is she happy? Is she comfortable? Pisces. Like, my Virgo side was like Pisces. And it didn't resonate right. It didn't let me perform how I need to perform in the bedroom. That's why I say when people say astrology ain't nothing, I'm telling you, slipping. My Virgo moon connected with her Pisces moon, and she didn't have any other placements to get me out of that mode and get me in Aries. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And I just wanted to just give her a cup of water, give her some Flintstone vitamins. I don't know what it was, but I wasn't feeling like sexually. And she was attractive from a physical point of view. It was just wanted to hold her and comfort her. And it's very similarly that a Virgo moon will outdo my Aries placement, but it did. That Pisces is a very sacred, protective placement for me. And it activated it. And I didn't feel like sex. I felt like just loving and cuddling her and stuff. And it was like weird. It was just weird. So like that show you that it's not all about Mars and Venus, but every blue moon, the moon does affect your emotions. Like it just did something to me. I don't know what it did, but I was like, I didn't feel right. I didn't feel in Arian mode. I didn't feel in Gemini mode. I felt more Virgo like. And it didn't sit well. I'm just saying. Poor Pisces, I think I read that one. What Pisces Venus older than you? Was Pisces Venus older? No, they're about the same age. Actually, younger. Both of them were younger. To be honest. Hey, what's your name? What's your name? Where you from? What's your zodiac? Oh, she did. Did she eat today? Is she happy? That's so. Yeah, I don't. But I'm not sweet when I'm not saying I'm an evil person in the bedroom. But when I'm sweet and all, cause I don't have sex good. Like it's not gonna be great. Like I'm an Aries Venus. I'm a badass. I'm a badass. I'm not good at that. And it ain't about making love. I still can make love and be a badass, but when I get in my good mode, my Virgo mode, it don't resonate right in the bedroom. I mean, oh Lord, a couple more advice, but yeah, like it just messes with me. Hit the like for our guy. Thank you, lady. Yeah, y'all hit the like. Let's get some likes up, y'all. I mean, I'm gonna throw myself out here when I say this. Have any of y'all women or men had sex and you weren't really feeling it from a sexual point of view? You're feeling it from more of a love point of view, and it kind of threw your game off a little bit? It mainly gonna happen to guys. Guys gonna mainly be the victim of this. But women, have any of y'all run into that situation like I just said, where you feel like more like just cuddling with this person and it's just not, what up Ghost Rider in the building? It's not a sexual thing right now. It don't happen often, but then Pisces placements play with me like that. And I did date a Pisces moon before, and sex was amazing, but she had the sad Venus that kind of threw everything off, so I went focused on that Pisces moon during sex. But To not have no fire placement, not have no Scorpio placement, just be air and that Pisces moon, that would gravitate it to me. And it threw my game off. It threw it off. She was so cute, man. I just wanted to put on some pillows and just watch cartoons with her and make sure she was safe. And I didn't want to give her that thunder, man. I want to try to give her that thunder. I wasn't trying to break her back or break no freaking bed rails with her. She was just. I'm just saying, man, like. She can do better than me. She deserved this. She deserved this. She deserved this. Yeah, I got me in my emotion now. The alcohol is starting to kick in. Y'all shouldn't do this to me. Saw boobies. Told her to cover them up. Cover each one of the nipples up. I don't need to see those. You should be clothed and covered up. Let me focus. I had some Disney movies she could have watched. And enjoyed. She didn't have to take the lube. She didn't have to take the tube steak. She could have watched the movies instead. Y'all got me tripping out. Y'all can't have me tripping out. This phone ain't here to get me right. She's so cute, though. I shouldn't have did that. She grabbed her. She grabbed her head instead. Say, you are special. You are to be loved. To be loved. To be loved. To be loved. But she was naked. So was I. We were both naked together. I feel ashamed. Like I'm a dirty dog. I couldn't deny her. I would have hurt her feelings. But she could have been watching cartoons. I could have fixed her a 6-course meal. 6-course meal with the vegetables. Little milk like in the cafeteria. Had a little milk for her. Vitamin D. Not that vitamin D, but this vitamin D with the milk. I ain't do that. Because I felt like if I ain't knock off here, I won't never knock off. So I had to run it through there. It wasn't great. My mind was repenting. Let me just focus back on the pod. I'm sorry. Let me just focus back on the pod. I'm just saying. Though, I just, it just wasn't right. It just wasn't right, man. And I'm just saying, like, if you don't think astrology had nothing to do with it, it does. What up, Mike Hawks in the building? What's your zodiac and where you from, bro? But it messes with it. Like, I couldn't lay it down like I need to. Normally I lay it like some bricks, make a house, but it wasn't happening because I felt some type of way. And the crazy thing is, she still liked me. She think I'm special. Think I'm a very gentleman type of person. But I know what it is. She couldn't bring the dog out of me. And like I said to y'all before, men need that lust factor too. Love is gonna make me feel like this. And y'all say, oh, it's so sweet, yeah. But how it feel if I don't want to knock you off? Well, I can't put it all into it because I'm not passionate in that Venus. I just want to take care of you. Y'all keep saying it's good, but I don't think it's that way. Saying. I'm just saying, I'm sharing my story with y'all, man. I'm opening up right now. Any comments y'all got to say about that, man? I'm just being honest. Astrology matters, man. It activates different mechanisms out of you. It does. And when you don't know what it is, so look at them lights up. We got the room filled up. We'll do 2 hours if y'all get them lights up. We'll do 2 hours. Do 40 more minutes, 30 more minutes. Get them lights up, y'all. But, yeah. Yeah, it's just, see what it is, man. And I hate feeling that way. I know y'all gonna be like, oh, it's so sweet, but it's not, though. It's not gonna be what you want, though. But what should you do when a chart doesn't match yours? Miss waiting to happen to give it a try. You got 2 ways to deal with everything. You could possibly deal with it and force. Okay, so my biggest fear, I'm being honest. My biggest fear, what up? Angela Martinez, I think you, Taurus, welcome to the building. If not, what's your zodiac where you from? But if that's Angela, I think I know. Taurus gang. Like, it's not, astrology is not a deal breaker, but it's just gonna tell you how hard the journey is gonna be. Whether you're gonna be in love with this person and sex is gonna be an issue, meaning that your Venus is going to match, but your Mars is going to be in this an entanglement, or maybe your communication game going to be good, and your friendship going to be good, and the love is not going to be there, but sex going to be good. Like, all the zodiac tell you is what's the struggle is going to come, how many things is not going to be a problem. Now, like I say, it's not a deal breaker, but if you go on that blind side, like I don't care, then you got your own issues to deal with. Don't go and say, wow, men cheat. Well, all women do. Don't put them in categories like that. You chose your struggle. You got to know what you're dealing with. Even the Lilith nowadays may come back to bite you in the ass, even though people ain't been watching the Lilith videos. But it's your choice to know what you want to know. And even with all your knowledge, it still don't mean it's going to work out. It's just going to give you home court advantage. When I know I got advantage in the bedroom and with passion, I feel comfortable knowing that now I can just kind of like operate with those type of weapons behind me, or those type of advantages. If I like a girl, I'm attracted to her, and our communication off, I need to work on it. I need to figure a way to connect with people. That's the elements you deal with astrology. It's not a deal breaker. It's not a deal maker. It's just how hard it's going to be to connect the dots is not there. It's likely Capricorn, Scorpio in their chart. I can relate to comment on Scorpio men and showing they're mad. Ooh, sunshine, I'm glad I'm not the only one to experience when Scorpio is mad. Jesus, they try to take it out on you, hard on you. Which placements show cheating? I have a Sagittarius in my chart, but I love commitment. Well, I said a video that Sagittarius could be the #1 cheaters in the game. And when I say that, I don't say it like they just are cheaters, but when you're dealing with expansion, you're dealing with changing rules. So even in like when you have a base group of A and B, and A and B is these same categories going to happen, when you expand and put C in there, now it's 3 people, not 2 people. Now the bracket changes, everything changes. So like sometimes you may go up to a Sagittarius and say, that's cheating. And they'll be like, no, they ain't cheating because this expanding the mindset of what's cheating and what's not. And sometimes Sagittarius feel uncomfortable with conventional. And when they go into, they feeling uncomfortable with conventional, in their head is not cheating, but to everybody else, they're like, it's cheating. It's not so much the independence that Sagittarius want or the journey that they take. It's just they authenticity they put in their originality that sometimes take a back burner on that. I do believe Sagittarius can be faithful. I believe all signs can be faithful, but it's still, what are they trying to expand in life? What is their expansion? What is the definition of making things more? When you expand a relationship with 2 people, maybe 3 people, maybe poly, maybe threesome, foursome, you don't know what their expansion is. It may just be expanding to open relationship or just friendship, or we have friends, just don't mess around. You don't know what it is with Sagittarius to explain it to you. So when you're dealing with Sagittarius, even Gemini, but mainly Sagittarius, because that's an energy thing. That's not a mental thing. It's not like they're gonna be having sex in their head and they're gonna be great. This is a energy thing. You gotta be wary about what do they classify as expansion. Just my knowledge of dating Sagittarius. When I date one, I know they're capable of cheating. I'm not saying they're cheaters, but just something you gotta be wary of. Um, that's a great explanation of Sag energy. I only been in one relationship. It's just hard to get me to commit. Mm. As a Sag stellium, I feel you. You're what you're saying. You are on point. I appreciate that. I mean, I got to be on point for what I love and what's my competition. I always say Sag is my lover, my enemy, my friend, all of the above. I admire a lot of things about the stallion. But I know she's a threat to everything I got going on because my Aries Venus go crazy over Sagittarius energy. My Gemini go crazy over it. But it's like that one enemy that if you capture her, you'll love her to death. And you scared to love her because she started out your enemy. And it's just Sagittarius and Gemini are opposite for a reason. It's a battlefield a lot of people don't know about. We trying to outthink them. They trying to out expand us with energy. It's the vampires versus the werewolves. And you seen how the vampire and the werewolf fell in love, and it was great. And the outside werewolves and vampires didn't agree with it. It's deep. It's like a struggle that people don't really realize unless you have strong strong Gemini and Sagittarius placements. Whenever I see Sag Venus, I'm cautious because I know how powerful they are. But I love them though. It's just a weird thing. I have Sag and Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and South Node, and my moon is the ninth house. So maybe that's why I love Gemini energy so much. Yeah, definitely. That's that and my Libra energy too, definitely. My moon, Mercury, and rising Sagittarius. Yeah, I would feel. I don't know. My Virgo moon will be very weary of Sag moons. Sag moons, Gemini moons, just very weary of those placements. I'm not saying they bad placements to have, but doggone it. I don't even know if I can keep up with fire moon signs. I'm really slow movement when it comes to my moon. I just want to chill and analyze things and be comfortable. The only air sign that can do that is Libra. I don't know if I can deal with the temper of a moon and fire, especially Leo moon. Oh my goodness, Leo moon clashes with my Virgo moon off top. The same mean are awesome. Oh, you just be the bird. I'm just being honest. Like it's just risky, very risky. When you hit a man's moon sign, he's showing a lot of vulnerability. A lot of vulnerability. Women are more suitable to deal with emotions, even though they act on emotions a lot more, so they're familiar with it. But men are not. I think when men are their emotion, they act worse than women do. I'm just being honest. When men are their emotions, they act worse than women do. They do not know how to get that right. Um, Women can tear some stuff up in their emotions, but men just it's just a new planet for them. Now, outside of Cancer rule by emotion, but still, they have issues too. So it is what it is. Any questions y'all want to add? They get them likes up, y'all. Anybody new watching? They get them likes up. They get double figure likes tonight. I hope I enlighten. Some things ain't gonna teach you straight up, but some of y'all can look into now. Knowing when y'all see a man's Venus, women, and y'all Mars. If those compatible, sex should be good. Sex should be good if your Venus and your Mars are compatible. If your Mars and your Mars are compatible, that means it should be effortlessly easy for a man to touch that Mars, hit that Mars. Venus and Venus compatible, that means the woman can touch that Venus very easily, effortlessly. So Venus and Venus, women rule. Mars and Mars, when men got the upper hand, and when it's mixed up with a Mars and Venus, it's a good equality when it comes to sexual relationships and even passion. Exactly, as when men are emotional, yeah, they go off, especially if they feel like you're cheating on them. What's the most cringe thing that you have done? I don't know if I can think about that. Cringes. I don't know. I don't know what topic cringes would be. Shelly, what's up? Ace, if a woman would jokingly say you why you don't share your girlfriend, what would you do? Laugh or get mad? Why I don't share my girlfriend? I think it's a joke and I probably laugh. A lot of stuff don't bother me like that. I'm not very sensitive when people say what they say. Um, I can go behind meanings of things. If I feel disrespected, then me having a Gemini Mars, Mars is how you protect yourself too. I'll find a way to manipulate a situation to make you screw yourself over before I screw you over. If that doesn't work and it really hits the soul of me and my Venus get involved, my Aries, then that's when it can get aggressively confrontational. But 9 to my 10, I don't act with aggression with my Venus. My Venus for passion, sex. Not want to say sex, making love. Passionate love making is where my Venus comes in at. Anything to defend myself and anger come from Gemini. And the one thing about Gemini energy, we hate when somebody can reveal our anger. We like to hide that part because we feel like we show you that, then you got a piece of our puzzle. So we very secretive about that. What sign the freakiest you been with? Scorpio. Scorpio is the freakiest. Scorpio would have to be the freakiest. Yep. And it's funny you said that because I could be more precise. Scorpio Mars, freakiest. Yep. Shelly Shell, what's up? What's up? Oh, don't share, LOL. Well, one at a time, I can hardly crush more than one time. I think Scorpio Mars and then Gemini Venus second. Yeah. I think, and this is me talking, I can't speak for all Scorpio Mars. Be honest with you, I think Scorpio steals a lot. Be honest. They steal a lot of stuff from everybody. Um, they make it their own. They perfect it in their own way. But Scorpio see something you like, and they'll find a way to perfect it. So Gemini may be the most freakiest when it comes to coming up with stuff. But Scorpio peek through that peek hole and see what you're doing. They'll come up with it and they'll perfect it. Aries came up with Mars, the ruler of Mars. Scorpio came there and perfected it. It's just what Scorpio does. They find what you are passionate about. They even find what you hate. And they put this gumbo on you, be able to use it in the stinger and be able to use it to their advantage. Lilith and Scorpio coming out soon. They'll tell you about that. The first wet dream ever is Scorpio. That's Scorpio's weapon. Lilith is in home in Scorpio. I'm going to stop saying it because it's going to be in the Lilith video. Lilith Scorpio are going to be the biggest part of the storyline, period. because she's at home. It shows who she really is. Her final transformation from what she is. Uh, and as a Taurus, I know that there's nothing you can do around Scorpio that you can't think they're gonna not be able to not only do, but perfect it. They don't come up with this shit. They don't come up with nothing. They just look, observe what you like, and know how to perfect it. So when you're talking about sex with Scorpio, just saying, they know what you like. And there ain't nothing they thought in their head before you did it. They seen you do it a million times, and they want to conquer that element of you. They don't want nobody else to do it better than they do it. So they're going to perfect that to keep you here, to keep you there. And if you don't know that, then you're going to know if you ever mess with Scorpio Mars. They're going to perfect what you like. It is what it is. And when I say I'm compatibly sexy with these signs and not talking ish, I just know what they do. I'm familiar with it. I'm just saying they know what you like, and they know how to make it feel amazing. They know how to make it hurt, and they know how to make it feel the most pleasure you ever had. It's pain and pleasure, what we call it. Lilith in Aquarius loves trying to push boundaries. Not with my husband though. That was past. Message restricted. What you saying? I mean, but they have to. Scorpio have to be able to do that. They have to. They have to be able to do that. My Gemini Mars is a freak, and then my Cancer Venus feels a little embarrassed about it. I can see that. You probably had to send me your birth date. I don't need the year because I'm not gonna get into rising and stuff. But yeah. And this is it's just animalistic how our Mars is act, because that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be about I am the body. Aries rules Mars, and it's an animalistic planet. So it's like, what makes your animalistic tendencies come out? And I don't want to hear nothing about no, oh, I gotta feel emotion and love. Yeah, you do, but it's more complex than that. It's not just emotions. It's more to it. Not just ground and stability. It's more to it than that. And with this podcast, I was trying to share more about it's deeper than just the elements. It's the animalistic of your Mars, women. Men walking their Mars, so it's animalistic, but it's not as vulnerable as a woman's Mars. The Venus is where we're not from. Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. So now Venus, now we're vulnerable now. So if you can attack a man Venus, you can give him that good sex in the bedroom. Ace didn't know back then, but I think I looked up and got the best of both worlds, Scorpio and Taurus. It's primal, right? Yep. Mostly people think it's ego. Leo, creative force. Okay, I'm gonna leave the platform for y'all to ask me anything y'all want to ask me. We got 20 minutes left. Anything y'all want to ask me, I will answer for the most part. Some things I'm not going to answer. Anything y'all want to add? And I appreciate y'all staying in with me through this complicated subject. And I don't know if I'm going to do a part 2 or not. If I do, I'll have to come up with some stuff. How will I know my Mars? I'm as soon as the podcast, we'll send it to my IG. You on IG with me. Text me your birthday with your IG on my IG. You should be able to send me a message, and I'll send you your Mars. Umbrine. And I do believe that Lilith can dictate the Mars. Sometimes the Mars can dictate the Lilith. I heard that Gemini Mars is worse than Gemini Lilith when it's in this animalistic mode. Um, Not all signs are like that, but I know from my reading that Gemini Mars can be worse than Gemini Lilith. I don't want to break down why because it's going to be a long time. It's going to take a minute. But yeah, it's just from my readings. Hmm. But thank you, whatever that means. But yeah, any question y'all gotta ask, any serious question y'all gotta ask about the Mars. Ambitious, intuitive, type of, and loyal in love. What Venus sign would you not date? I don't like to say I wouldn't date. I have trouble with Capricorn Venus. Is the first one. It just don't fit without what I'm going for. Um, Now the funny thing about that is y'all women acting their Venus. So if they would have a Capricorn Venus, Sagittarius Mars, if I could stomach the Capricorn Venus part and get to a Mars, love would be great. It's just the initial approach would be hard. And since I have to approach you, 9 times out of 10 men approach women, it's going to be complicated. It's going to be really complicated. Ground signs in the Venus give me trouble because I have fire Venus. Y'all Venus is what y'all initially present to us. Now, sometimes you're crazy enough to fall in love and be loved and show your Mars first. So, like, I can show my Venus first, but it's just going to be hard. Uh, and it's not from a, it's not from a, it just, it's not from a hatred point of view. 'Cause I don't hate no astrology signs, but just the initialness of a standard way you move is not going to activate my Venus. I mean, now I told y'all a crazy situation. Where I met this girl. She had Capricorn Venus, Leo Mars, and when I ever tell you I've been the most divided person in the world about that because I love Leo Mars. All I had to do was be friends with her long enough for her to activate her Mars, and we are a match. The Leo Mars and my Aries Venus are a match. But my Aries Venus could not get past the Cap Venus. And it's just the fact that my Aries Venus want to be spontaneous and just be forward and aggressive. And Cap Venus just want to be steady and calculated. And when we meet, it's a problem romantically. I don't have no problem with friendship. And I know you got Cap Venus. I love you to death still. But romantically, it's hard to get past calculatingness of a ground Venus. I need energy. I need aggressiveness. I need forefront. I need something mentally that stimulates me from an initial point of view. And ground Venuses don't do that naturally to me. Virgo might do it because they got Mercury a little bit. Taurus might do it a little. I don't know. But I'm just saying with ground Venus, I have trouble. I noticed something with Taurus Sun. Didn't know the Venus, but the Sun just from their simple hug. They're so sensual. I looked up with Taurus Venus. I get that. And the funny thing about it is like we look at things different. Like the same thing that I say about Cap Venus, a Taurus Venus is see Cap Venus. I don't know, you tripping, bro. Cap Venus got it going. What is your problem? And I'm like, what's your problem? And then I like Sad Venus. They see Sad Venus, like you never be able to control that. She's all over the place and stuff like that. And it's like, she's exciting. She's amazing. What are you talking about? So that's the fun thing about astrology. Everybody look at everybody different. I don't have to have the best Venus ever, but I need something to occupy until I get to your Mars. And man, it's hard when the girl got a compatible Mars, but the Venus ain't there. It's hard because you want to, I don't know how to say it. You feel they Mars, but you just can't get to it. Something about maybe we rule by the same planet, but we just don't always get along at all. You got a lot of Virgo placement, so Taurus and Virgo is not far apart. Free spirit, psychology, I can show you music. Dance everyone on the floor. LOL. But Cap Venus have been my hardest. I think Pisces Venus next. Y'all know Pisces Venus next. Now Scorpio Venus is a. I just take a deep breath when I'm dealing with Scorpio Venus. I know it's going to be a battle royal. I know it's going to be a sacrifice. I know she's going to want me to prove things to her, show things to her. It could be a waste of time and energy, or it could be the best investment of my life. I just got to make that choice real fast and see what it's going to be. But I know it's going to be, I'm going to have to show her a lot for her to show me that. Moreover, I love quality. Bible reference for those who don't know. Venus in Virgo is challenging when dating. Yeah, definitely. My Scorpio best friend come back to me in a relationship advice from me, Ace. Yeah, I probably had to get you to text me on IG. Ruth was the one who couldn't have kids or something. Sunset. I heard Virgo men are very hard to date. They can be, but you gotta ask yourself to who is hard to date. I got a Virgo moon, and my Virgo moon breaks up with people more than anybody. It's not my Aries side; it's my Virgo moon. It's very critical. Ain't nobody ever good enough for me with my Virgo moon, and that's a challenge I had to deal with. Virgo placements is so freaking hard to deal with. I'm being honest, because they want perfection. And then they push people over the cliff who can't take it. Like, you got to be able to stand strong to deal with Virgo placement. They will push you over the cliff. And 13 minutes left. Any other questions? I appreciate y'all for. And the question for the night was, what place would y'all feel most uncomfortable and unwilling to date somebody, talk to somebody? When you out, if somebody was trying to talk to you while you shopping with your siblings, while you at the gym working out, at church, or the workplace. Don't talk to me at church. That's creepy. And I wouldn't feel comfortable talking to anybody when they got their kids around. It just feel weird. I don't know. Maybe I pass you a note. It's just weird. Yeah, church, me too. That's weird. And then we smash, we gotta be in there in the choir together. That's just weird. I'm sorry, it's weird. The gym is supposed to be right, but I'm just nervous because, like, if we don't hit it off and I work out every day or work out here and there, I gotta see you and you turn me down and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, most women probably think I'm gonna try all of them again, or I'm feeling sour, and I'll be like, it's awkward. So all four of these places are places I really don't like to talk to women at. If I were forced to talk to anybody, it'd probably be at the gym and then work. I just don't like talking to women when they got their kids around. Feel weird. As you have ever met anyone at work, got physical at work? I had this Pisces girl, right? And I told this story before. She liked me a lot. I didn't like her like that, but I cared about her. My Virgo moon sticks out again to the Virgo, to the Pisces side. And she kept following me in the cage. In the cage, you had like this fire and these chemicals and stuff. And you had to be only certain authorized people could be in there, right? And she kept following me in there. And then when the first time she followed me in there, they blamed it on me. They were like, hey, you can't have no girl in here. I don't care if she look good or this and this. We're going to fire you next time, right? So I got mad at her and I snapped on her. I said, look, I'm trying to save your job. Don't come in here again, because next time I'm going to put it on you and you're going to get fired. I'm not going to lose my job for you. So she'd joke around with me and stuff. She liked me a lot. And she came back in the cage with me and it caused us again. So they were like, look, it's not worth you losing your job. Just tell the manager that she came in here, she's fired. I said, y'all gonna fire her? My Virgo moon, all softened in nature. Well, like, no, I can't have her get fired, man. Well, either you gonna get written up and suspended, or she gonna get fired. Which one is it? Who came in the cage first? What's it gonna be, buddy? I said, look, bro, I ain't telling you nothing. She didn't come in the cage. I didn't invite her in the cage. What you gonna do about it? So they ended up suspending my ass. I ain't never missed a day at work. It hurt my feelings. But felt good in the heart. I stood up for Pisces. I couldn't have her lose a job like that. I know I'm a fool. That's why I just can't do it with Pisces, man. Just can't do it with Pisces. I met children following and work, and everyone at the job was jealous, and our business was off. Yeah, that's off that job stuff. All A's, that was so nice. You got written up, man. But I don't like that, man. My Venus, my Aries Venus was like, man, you out like a sucker. My Aries Venus side wasn't liking this shit. Oh, why you going out with a sucker? My Virgo moon be just. That's why I say a Virgo moon, a Pisces moon woman will help generate longevity with me. I know that it's hard for me to break up with a Pisces moon, but they gotta have something else for the other nature. But they get past that criticalness of my Virgo side, which is one of the hardest sides to get past. Pisces still for me. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. And after the video, if you got any questions, leave it down. This was about Mars, about sex, lust. I hope I hit the nail on the head. Tomorrow I got to work. Everybody else got to work too. But this your boy King Nation Nova Slayton, logging out for Nova Chronicles. Peace.